Most small businesses assume China's supply chain is only for big brands with huge budgets. That's not true. If you're a small business, an Amazon seller, a Shopify brand, a distributor, or a local retailer trying to grow, China can still be a smart way to improve your margins and your product quality without blowing up your cash flow. The key is to use China's supply chain in a way that matches your budget, your order size, and your risk tolerance. In this video, I'm going to share 3 practical strategies we use at YanSourcing to help small overseas buyers source from China on a tight budget. These strategies are designed for real-world constraints: limited cash, limited time, and no local team in China. Let's get into it. Strategy number 1. Start with micro-customization instead of full OEM. When people hear customization, they often imagine expensive molds, large MOQs, long development cycles, and risky upfront costs. But you don't need to start there. If your budget is tight, the smartest move is what we call micro-customization. This means you create differentiation with small changes that don't require heavy tooling or major engineering. Here are some examples. You can change packaging. You can add a bundle or accessory. You can adjust color options. You can improve materials in one key part of the product. You can upgrade a weak feature that customers complain about. You can add small branding elements like labels, inserts, or instruction manuals. For many products, this kind of improvement costs far less than a full redesign. And it still helps you stand out in the market. Why does this matter for small businesses? Because the biggest risk for a small buyer is spending too much upfront on something unproven. Micro-customization lets you test your idea with a smaller order. You get real market feedback first. Then you decide whether the product deserves a deeper investment. A simple rule of thumb: if you can't confidently predict your sales 90 days from now, don't spend your budget like a big brand. Spend like a smart tester. Small, fast, and measurable. Strategy number 2. Use the 2-step supplier path. This is a strategy that saves money and reduces risk at the same time. Many small buyers make one of 2 mistakes. They either buy from a random cheap supplier online and suffer quality problems, or they try to jump straight to a top-tier factory and get rejected because their order is too small. The solution is a 2-step supplier path. Step 1. Start with a factory that is open to smaller orders and trial business. This factory may not be the biggest name, but they are flexible. They allow a reasonable MOQ. They are willing to grow with you. Your goal in the first phase is not perfection. Your goal is to validate the product market fit, the price range, the quality baseline, and your repeat order potential. Step 2. Once you can show stable volume and clear repeat demand, you upgrade your supplier options. At this stage, bigger and more specialized factories will take you more seriously. Because now you're not just a small buyer. You're a buyer with a proven roadmap. This approach is similar to how investors think. You don't raise a massive round before you prove traction. You first validate the basics, then you scale. Now here's how to make this strategy work in reality. When you contact a factory, be honest about your starting volume, but show your plan. Our first order is 300 to 500 pieces. If quality and delivery are stable, we plan repeat orders every quarter. Factories care about long-term value. Even if the first order is small, a clear growth plan makes you more attractive. Also, keep your product specs clean and simple. If your request is chaotic, factories assume your project will be chaotic too. And that reduces your priority. So if you want better treatment on a small budget, act like a buyer who will be easy to work with. Clear specs, clear deadlines, clear next steps. Strategy number 3. Protect your budget with smart risk budgeting. When small businesses source from China, the biggest financial danger isn't just the product cost, it's the hidden cost of mistakes. A small error in design, packaging, or quality can become a big loss if you don't catch it early. So this strategy is about building a small, disciplined budget for risk prevention. Think of it as a simple formula. Spend a little now to avoid spending a lot later. Here are 3 practical ways to do that. First, use structured sampling. Don't just order one sample and say yes. If possible, use a small sampling sequence. Sample 1, baseline version. Sample 2, with your micro-custom changes. Sample 3, final pre-production confirmation. This reduces the risk of perfect sample, bad mass production. Second, do targeted inspections. A lot of small buyers skip inspections to save money, but that can be a false economy. You don't always need a full, expensive inspection process, but you should at least use a targeted check when the product is complex, the order value is high for your business, or the supplier is new. Even a simple pre-shipment check can protect your cash flow. Because fixing errors before shipping is usually far cheaper than fixing them after you receive the goods. Third, control your payment structure. If your budget is tight, you should avoid payment terms that expose you to full risk too early. A common structure is 30% deposit, 70% before shipment. But for some situations, especially with new suppliers, you may negotiate a more protective arrangement. For example, smaller deposit for trial orders, staged payments tied to milestones, or adding inspection approval before the final balance. The key is not to be aggressive. The key is to be reasonable and professional. If you communicate that you want long-term cooperation, many suppliers will be open to balanced terms. A quick mini roadmap for small buyers. If you want a simple plan you can follow, here it is. Phase 1. Choose a product with low complexity and stable demand. Use micro-customization to create differentiation without heavy cost. Place a small trial order. Phase 2. Evaluate the supplier based on real performance. Sample accuracy, production stability, lead time, communication, and packing quality. Use a basic inspection if the risk is high. Phase 3. When you see stable sales, increase your order size gradually. Then consider upgrading to more specialized factories if your volume supports it. This is how small businesses build a strong China supply chain without burning cash. Common traps to avoid. Before we wrap up, let's highlight a few mistakes that hurt small buyers the most. Mistake number 1. Chasing the lowest price. For small businesses, a cheap supplier with unstable quality can be much more expensive than a slightly higher price with consistent delivery. Mistake number 2. Asking for too many changes too early. If your first message sounds like a complicated dream project, factories will either increase the price or avoid the project completely. Start simple. Improve step by step. Mistake number 3. Skipping documentation. Even if your order is small, you should confirm key details in writing. Final spec, quantity, unit price, lead time, payment terms, and packing requirements. Small orders still deserve professional structure, because small mistakes still cost real money. Final recap. So if you're a small business with a tight budget, here are the 3 strategies to use China's supply chain the smart way. Number 1. Start with micro-customization, not full OEM. Test small, improve fast, and let the market guide your investment. Number 2. Use the 2-step supplier path. Start with flexible factories, prove your demand, then upgrade your supplier options as you grow. Number 3. Protect your budget with risk budgeting. Structured sampling, targeted inspections, and smarter payment terms can save you from expensive mistakes. China's supply chain is not just for giant corporations. With the right approach, it can be a powerful growth tool for small businesses too. And you can do it without taking reckless risks. If you want a local team in China to help you find reliable suppliers, manage small trial orders, oversee quality, and build a scalable sourcing plan, you can check the link in the description and talk to YanSourcing about your next project. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.